What's up, YouTube? Today we have a 2015 Infiniti Q50. I'm going to be doing some frame repairs on the car. I'm going to change the passenger chassis leg, and I'm going to take you guys in this process with me. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be anchor the car to the machine using the clamps that comes with the machine. The suspension, I pull it forward a little bit, and I'm probably going to be sectioning it. I'm going to section somewhere around here. ready to turn it in. I make sure everything fits, the lights, the hood, the bumper. I'm gonna show a little bit of the process, since my videos they only talk about how I do the repairs on the car. So I'm gonna show in deep, maybe in the future. I'm gonna show how I do my little tricks to make the part fits. Some of the parts they're gonna give you problems and they ain't gonna figure it. So I mean, like this bumper was the bumper was not original. It was a Chinese bumper. It was kind of wide on the top, but you make it, you do your little adjustments and you make it to, you know. I changed the rail in a way that it's called a butt joint. Butt joints are not allowed. In this case, there's no way around it either. So that's the way to go here. So I lost my reference point when I do this type of repair. Usually when the leg is not that matched or that bad, I go between, it's always on either side. You're gonna have either the transmission mount or the engine mount. I go between the two bolts, the two main bolts for that mount. So you're gonna have a pretty, you know, you're gonna have some space to play, whatever you want to cut it there. That's in case that the leg is damaged and it didn't affect to there, or like to a half of the mount, because the mount is really, I would say it gives a lot of strength to the leg, because whenever the leg gets smashed back, it has to break the mount, it has to break all that, so that gives a little bit of strength there. So that's normally what I do. In this case, I had to go after the two studs, because this car has like two studs, and that's where you put the frame, the cross member or the key frame or the engine cradle, whatever you guys want to call it. That's where you put your engine cradle. But I had to go after the second one towards the firewall. So over here was like almost where the factory put that rail, but in order to take it as the factory put it, you have to remove the engine so you could drill all those spot wells, but the engine was going to be removed from this car. So I have to go between those two studs. So what I used to create my my reference point was I used the lower control arm that goes from half of the cradle all the way to like the firewall, like right where the rail starts. It's a lot of sheet metal there, like really thick sheet metal. Right there, it has two bolts, and that's where you put your lower control arm. It has a little bit of play, but dead center. You put it dead center, and that's how much you got to play. You measure everything. If you clear, that's how you're gonna do it. So that's what I used to. That's what I use for my to align the leg. Well, I use that, and I use the upper rail. I remove it as the factory put it. So that one I didn't do any cuttings to that one. That one I drill it out how they put it in the factory. So I measure from the pillar, from right where the pillar ends, I measure the other side of the car, and that's what I put. That's how I got my measurement to put that upper rail. So I had that's where I welded at. That's where it's supposed to be, I guess. You guess me wrong. So thank you very much for watching, and more videos to come. Bye.